I would relate them to being in a Stephen King movie. We were looking out our window and I noticed that everything was starting to turn yellow, and I actually had to rub my eyes. And I called my girlfriend, I'm like, look outside.
We woke up to ash around on top of the cars and in different places.
It was pretty surreal. Like, you had no idea. It felt like it was like post-apocalyptic, but at the same time, it was just pretty amazing to see the different sky colors and everything.
These Peace Region residents are discussing the recent forest fire of Mount McAllister that spread across the region and created quite a stir on social media. These are personal photos from Facebook and Twitter users.
Hudson Hope Visitor Center, Christian speaking.
Local Christopher Faquette was one of the first to see the growth of the fire, as his job at the visitor center entails he checked the local area over Google Earth.
Well, I first found out about it when I was just doing the forest fire search up in the visitor center, just checking all the forest fires in the area. And it seemed like it was an okay fire, but it was growing pretty fast.
This information was passed quickly, and the camp director of the close-by Camp Sekatawa knew he had to get an evacuation plan in order.
Well, one of the things that we do is we have a regular emergency plan here at camp. So if the bells at the chapel, which are just over here, would go, then we would have, within 2 minutes, we'd have all the kids lined up, all the staff, and we'd do a count, and we'd know if there's anybody missing. Also, they said that the fire trucks would come through here, the Mobile Lake Fire Department, and they would sound their sirens. And when that happened, I would make a call to verify. And if the answer was yes, it's an evacuation order, then I would quickly ring the bell, bring everybody together. The kids would be told what to do, and by the time the buses got here from Chatwin, 25 kilometers away, we would be boarding them already and on the way out. So,
as Gary Preisner has a secure plan in place at all times for any type of evacuation, residents of Hudson's Hope have not been faced with such a severe warning. So when they did officially receive word they needed to evacuate to Fort St. John, the town rallied together.
I was at a friend's house and his parents were gone, so we had to pack up all his stuff. And then we went to my place and the parents were already packing up my stuff, so we went to another friend's who was gone and packed up some of their belongings and made sure that what they cared about was safe.
Once people had just their necessities, they headed to Fort St. John, where they stayed with family and friends. And for those with neither, hotels and the arena were ready to accommodate people, all set up by the city.
For the people who didn't have places, they had hotels set up, they had food vouchers set up, and it was pretty great of people at Fort St. John to just step in and lend out a helping hand like that.
Well, not only was it Fort St. John city workers, but just your everyday resident like Lindsay Soderholm, who took action when she got word.
I heard about people being evacuated and how close the fire was coming and that there was no bombers or ground crews able to go there. And so right away we set up my tent and made the room available, and then I put on to my group for all my moms to say that I've got this space available, and I instantly got moms calling me, messaging me, comments saying I have blankets, I have food, I have water, I have rooms. I also have a little farm in Cecil Lake, lots of room for horses, tents, trailers, etc.
The strength of social media was quite powerful over the evacuation.
And I put a post up on One Man's Junk, and the response was overwhelming. There's hundreds of comments. There's like 30 to 40 people on there alone that said, hey, look, we've got room, we've got food, we want to help, where do we call? Everybody was pitching in to do updates and give information for people trying to travel even. One lady, you guys are all awesome.
They went above and beyond about it. Like, I was well taken care of, and I'm looking around making sure everyone else is taken care of, and I see Facebook pages saying, hey, just random people saying, hey, I got space, does anyone need a place to live or such? And it's just really heartwarming to see people step together and just help people that they don't even know and lend them into their house when they need a place to go and to take care of them. So it's pretty great of them to do that.
Now that the threat has lifted and Hudson's Hope residents are safe at home, the town held a meeting in which Town Councillor Nicole Gillis said she is very proud of how her community handled the scary event.
I'd just like to say how much I appreciate Bob Norton, our fire chief, Laurel Grimm, she was in charge of the EOC. I like to say they've been working around the clock for 7 days. They updated council regularly. Facebook, district website were very well updated. They knocked on every door to get everybody out, and I just think it was an amazing effort, and it was the quickest evacuation. I've heard it was one of the quickest evacuations for a town this size.
For updates on forest fires in British Columbia, you can go to bcwildfire.ca.